Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to New York Metro Weather's forecast discussion for September 1st, 2011, the first day of meteorological autumn. And we hope all of you enjoyed your summer in the meteorological calendar. And with September 1st arriving, we're now flipping over to the autumn season. The calendar season doesn't begin until late September. We'll take a look at the visible satellite imagery. You can see some high clouds already streaming into the area in association with an area of showers and thunderstorms over central Pennsylvania. Most of the models weaken this over the next few hours, but the clouds are going to stick around, and it has more to do with a backdoor cold front which is moving in over the next few hours. And if we were to loop this, we could take a look ever since the sun has come up as these frames load and see that these clouds are progressing pretty steadily to the east. Also notice the north to south moving clouds over New England. That's associated with an area of troughiness that's going to be a pretty big player in our forecast over the latter hours of the afternoon. Here's the SPC meso analysis, the thunderstorms we were talking about in association with the shortwave. You can see the lower pressures back here, and also check out the lower pressures dipping down the coast a little bit. That's in association with the backdoor cold front, which we spoke about in our post earlier this morning. We'll take a look at the NAM model for today, and at first I want everyone to pay attention to the 10-meter wind direction. Notice how it's out of the south right now, but then by later this afternoon, the winds shift southeast, and these winds are coming off the water. Now take a look up here in the top right corner, and look at all the energy diving southward from New England. This energy is in association with the backdoor cold front. And now finally, one last thing to look at. I know it's a lot. Take a look at the 850 millibar temperatures. This is 850 millibar is not the middle of the atmosphere. It's technically like slightly lower part of the atmosphere, but it's a good gauge on where the temperature is. And let's say, for example, if the 850 temperatures are lower than 10 Celsius, it's a crisp air. If it's higher than 20 Celsius, it's a warmer air. In our heat wave in July, our 850 temperatures were 23 Celsius. So right now they're around 13, and you could take a look about around this afternoon. Look how the colder 850 temperatures back to the west. Okay, so they were like earlier today. Let's check out what they are now. They're around 14 actually, and they back up this so much that we're down to 12 and 13 by later this afternoon. That's a backdoor cold front and a sea breeze front along the Jersey Shore. You want to finalize what we've been looking at? Here's the temperatures. Watch how, actually we'll zoom in on these. Here's the temperatures. Watch how they decrease near the shore. You can see the cold front coming through. The winds are from the southeast, and that's really what a backdoor cold front is, and that's where it gets its name, because the typical cold fronts come from the west to east or from the northwest to southeast. These really are moving northeast to southwest or east to west, and they can really wreak havoc on a forecast. You can see the lower pressures extending. Watch this right here. These lower pressures will actually extend down south to the south and west along the backdoor cold front. So that's what we're dealing with today. I wouldn't be surprised if clouds moved in and really, kind of got in the way of heating. And if you're at the beach right now, enjoy it. But I wouldn't head down there for later this afternoon. High temperatures today are forecast to reach into the low to mid 80s, which seems like a fair bet to me. We take a look at the upper level evolution over the next few days. We're taking a look right here. This is the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. Here's all that energy diving down southward. And then you can see, although it's still there initially, the heights begin to respond. This is a mid-level ridge building over the area. By this time, it's Saturday, so Friday likely still a little bit of unsettledness. I mean, I wouldn't call it, a washout, showers and thunderstorms all day. There may not be any precipitation at all, but clouds could be in the way. We'll take a look down here on the clouds. You can see there's some clouds here Friday morning and afternoon in association with the backdoor cold front and the shortwave energy. So Friday is kind of a toss-up. We'll look at it more tonight, and we'll give you an update tomorrow morning. It's a very tough forecast when you're dealing with the backdoor cold front in relation to the Atlantic Ocean in this part of the country. Anyway, back to the weekend. You can see the mid-level ridge building in, and in response, 850 temperatures are into the 20s. This is 20, 21 Celsius. If we can get these clouds out of the way by Saturday afternoon, here's the temperature response. You can see temperatures actually very near 90 in our area. Here's a zoom in of it. Here's Saturday. See the 20 Celsius temperatures push through, and we're into the upper 80s on Saturday afternoon with a southwest flow. So Saturday could be the nicest day in recent memory as far as summer-like weather goes, with temperatures actually extending towards 90. So we're going to have to keep an eye on it. Well, we're watching it. The models have been kind of flip-flopping back and forth with Saturday. But given the upper level pattern, you can see the backdoor cold front energy shifts south and the ridge can build in for a day. I wouldn't call this far-fetched at all. I think we could salvage Saturday. Sunday looks to hold the potential, and you can see temperatures are in the 90s on Sunday. But there's a lot of shortwave energy approaching the area. You can see it up here. Check it out. There's a lot of activity going on over central Pennsylvania. And because of that, and because of the temperatures in the 90s and the southerly flow, the Storm Prediction Center has designated an enhanced risk for severe weather on day 4, which is Sunday. There's no slight, moderate, or high risk at this range. It's too far out for them to designate that, but they have designated an area where they expect severe weather to be pretty solid in coverage. So we'll keep an eye on it, and of course we'll post on it. We'll be on Facebook and Twitter. We'll keep you updated, and we'll let you guys know about the weekend and the severe weather and all that. One more quick, housekeeping thing to talk about. We have updated our forecast page in case you haven't checked it out yet. There are small graphics and more details here, and at the bottom you can see who did the forecast, when it's valid through, and all that. So go check it out. Let us know what you think of it, and we'll talk to you guys soon.